Here, number two, research conducted by planetary scientist Katrina suggests that the moon's surface may not accurately dash early impact events. So that context is negative. May not accurately dash early impact event. Is it capture? Let me get some more clues. When the moon was still forming, this full stop would introduce further explanation on the previous, right? When the moon was still forming, its surface was softer, and asteroids or meteoroids impact would have left less of an impression. So may not accurately capture evidence. Thus, evidence of early impact may no longer be present. So this should be moon surface may not accurately show evidence or show proof of something of this impression because when the moon was still forming, its surface was softer, and asteroid or meteoroid impact would have left less of an impression. So there isn't enough sign. That's what it means. So anything that means may not accurately show something, may not accurately give evidence of something. Those are my predictions. Receive, evaluate, mimic. Um, okay. A should be your answer. Reflect. You got that right? Good. The next, number three. So, handedness, a preferential use of either the right or the left hand, typically is easy to observe in humans. So, this context is positive, easy to observe being the key expression there. Because the straight ahead transition, right? Because this trait is present but less dash in many other mammals, so it has to be present but less observable. So let's work on that after the because clause. Animal behavior research often employ tasks specifically designed to reveal. So it means it is less noticeable, right? It is less obvious because they now have to specifically design tasks to reveal individual animals' preference for a certain hand or paw. So but less intriguing is off and useful. They are both off for the context, right? Intriguing, particularly interesting, that's not what to work with. It's too extreme, a pleasant word, a positive word choice. Useful, no, because we're working with the context of easy to observe in humans, right? And not observable. So our clue, our predictions were observable, noticeable, obvious, less obvious, significant means it occurs in a large quantity, sort of, right? A should be your answer. Recognizable. That's the closest word choice to observable, and yeah, all our predictions. So it is by no means dash to recognize the influence of Dutch painter on Ali paintings. It is by no means what the negative word before that blank, indicating that we need what kind of word choice there. And the context overall is what? Positive. So it means that we need a negative word. Thank you very much. So indeed, see for the explanation, the indeed will help you emphasize that information, right? Himself cites Bosch as an inspiration. So it is by no means unimportant. That's what I have in my head exactly. It is by no means irrelevant. Because see, by no means, the context there. See, listen, it is by no means dash to recognize the influence of Dutch painter Bosch on Ali Banisard's paintings. So Bosch painter has an influence on this other person's painting, right? Good. You now have the semicolon and the indeed further explain that information. We are now told that Bannister himself cites Bosch as an inspiration. So it means this context before that clarity we have with the indeed is positive, but the word immediately before the blank itself is a negative word. So we need a negative word there. So if you say it is by no means unimportant, it becomes it is important. You understand, right? Yes. So our choice is actually important. Satisfying is positive, substantial is positive, appropriate is positive. They're all positive. They cannot work because with a positive word next to a negative word, it becomes what? Negative context. Did you get that one correctly? You got it correctly, right? So remember, that was why I shared you that conversation I had with Ifena the last time.